I just wanted to make sure I made myself available. So what's up? Man, this is backwards. Where's the little filter that turned it around? That'd be cool. What's up? What's up? Good to see everybody. Welcome Facebook and welcome YouTube. Welcome Periscope and Twitch. What up, Instagram? You know, it's good to see everybody. Look, today I wanted to jump on. Maybe we do, I don't know, let's say 30, 40 minutes, right? And we just, do some questions, man. Q&A, man. That's all it's about. In fact, let me type it right here. I'm going to do live Q&A. ... Ask me anything. Post. All right, cool. Pin that. Boom. So we're here now, man. Look, Facebook, YouTube, comment away. We'll try and make this as informal as possible. Drop your questions in the question or drop them in the chat, and we can just go from there. If you feel like jumping on the live, just make a request and we'll just go in just like that. It's super simple. Let's do it. I think we have somebody here. Miss B, I'm not sure if you made a mistake. I don't know. You requested to be on the live, so let's get with it. K McKinney in the building. I see you, First Gen Wealth building. What's going on? Miss B?
Yeah.
What's up? You wanted to ask me a question?
Oh, I'm okay.
Good. Did you have a question for me?
Oh, dear. That was so embarrassing.
No, everything's all right. It's cool. We're just hanging out. It's just me and you. We just talking. We just having some fun. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm new to this, so I'm just learning every day. It's a bit difficult to, catch up because of the time difference.
Right.
So, so it's very difficult. Yeah. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's your word. Okay. Yeah.
So,
yes.
So do you have questions?
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
I got to, what's it called? I got to learn of you when I joined Terry program.
Oh, the Trade and Travel. Shout out to Terry.
Yeah.
The Master the Trade Conference.
Yeah. So I got hooked up to the bonds thing. I'm like, listen, I need to join Jay to learn this thing. And because I'm a nurse as well.
Oh, love to you. Yeah. Much love to you.
Yeah, so it's very busy and the time difference, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I really need to sit myself down and do this.
Right. Oftentimes with a lot of students, there ends up being, like we talk about a bell curve, things having a bell distribution. And it's true. Yeah. A lot of people fall into this sweet spot of, man, I know I need to do it. I just need to find time to do it. This is my encouragement on that. Because you work in such a high stress job and you work at such high stress times when it comes to healthcare and providing quality healthcare for people. I know that in your life, it's probably a little all over the place. I must say, I can only imagine what a day for you looks like. But what I try and do, I encourage the students.
So it's very busy.
Yeah, see, I try and encourage the students like this. And you're in the course, right?
I tried to join. I can't. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I was just.
And it's
no worries. This is what I would tell a student. This is what I would tell a bully. So I just want to let you know, even if you are a bully, you're not. This is what I would say. I would say, you better make some time.
No, I've got time. Seriously.
So So now you got to work.
To join the Facebook.
No. Look at me. Look at my face. Look right here. Look at my face. You know how much I love you. I care about you. I want your future to be bright. I want you to have the choices I need you. I need you to do me a favor. I need this.
Right.
I need you to wake up a little earlier and study. I need you to stay up a little later and study. And I need you to take your TV or any other thing that might distract you from this effort right now. And I need you to not do that. I need you to hang with me. I need you to watch the videos. I need you to pull up the charts. I need you to download the platform.
I can't see any video. Trust me. Listen, I've been chasing and chasing and chasing it. I got scammed. Can you believe that?
You got scammed by who? Somebody scammed you? One of these people that say it was a teacher?
Yes. Somebody
man.
who said was
I'm sorry.
Account manager on the Forex.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that happened
seriously.
to you.
Oh, what a beautiful baby.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right, go.
Hey.
Go. Close the door. Excuse me. Let me grab this door.
No, seriously.
So I understand. Let me tell you, it's scammers out there that exist. That's true, but I don't want you to get discouraged. Don't get discouraged, okay?
I was faithful because I was so. You know, the first time I got in touch with you, you remember the message I sent you?
What'd you say?
I said, this is. Oh man! I said, listen, I've only got £500. Can I do something? He said, yeah, hook me up. And ever since I've been chasing you like, and then you never got back to me. So
I don't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know it was something like that. I thought that when you said that, like, how much can I start with? And I was telling you, I have students that start as small as that. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's very true. You don't have to have a whole lot of money in this game to begin.
Right.
I will say that what it's about, what it's really about is having the know-how. Right. And that's the part, I don't care how much money you have. And this is true. And I'll leave you with this because I don't want to take up your whole day. But it's not about how much money you have. It's about having the know-how to employ the skills. Because if you don't know what you're doing, I can give you $10 million and you'll lose it. But if you know what you're doing, I can give you any small amount of money and you'll grow it. So that's the big part of it. I just want you to lean in a little bit and enjoy your Saturday, all right?
Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, much love, much love.
Okay, bye.
Peace. Yo, everybody, I appreciate the questions. I love the questions. We have a question over here. I'm going to pay a little attention to Facebook and all the rest of them, YouTube. Marcus Stewart said, man, I also work in healthcare in the UK and it's crazy, but just 1 hour a day with Jason's course is worth it. I joined 2 months ago and it's changed my life. Hey, much love, Stu. I appreciate you, baby. That's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to work a little bit. Somebody else agrees. This Shemaine Lockerman, that's what I need to do. I need to study. I need to study, I need to study. I'm telling you, studying really, just a little bit of work. It doesn't take a lot, but just a little bit and you'll be good to go. Here we are. Oh, Dr. Renee's in the building. Dr. Renee's in the building. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try and see if I can get Doc on right now. Let's see what's happening. Oh man. That's a good question, Victor, by the way. I see Victor on YouTube. I'll come to that question in just a second. In fact, I'll do it right now. Jay, how do you feel about using tick charts rather than time-based charts? I don't mind tick charts. In fact, I use them quite readily. Any way that you view the market, I think about it like this. Any way that I view the market is a way that the market can show me a different dimension of itself. For example, if I hold a can of tuna up in the air, somebody will say, oh, it's a rectangle. Somebody else will say, oh, it's a circle. Somebody else will say, oh, it's a cylinder, and everybody would be right. It all depends on what angle you're looking at it from. And the market can be observed from multiple different angles, multiple different ways. I use tick charts typically if I want to quiet the noise of time. I'll quiet out time. I'll use the tick charts. And what the tick charts will typically show me is it'll smooth out the moves. It'll smooth everything out. You know what I'm saying? Volume charts, tick charts, they smooth out the moves. So that way you can really see where people are doing most of their work. Okay. That's how I use that, Vic. We have a question on Instagram. The question on Instagram is, if you get funded, is there a way to lose your funding? Yeah, breaking the rules. Most funded traders have to abide by the rules of their funding partner. So that might mean you can't trade during certain news events. So you can't, have an open position. Most funded accounts have a strike system. So if you do it so many times, they'll flatten your account and cash you out and you'll have to start again. There are other ways of losing it. Like if you blow all the money, you can't do that either. I've done both. My first funded account took me about 5 tries to get. I lost it by blowing all the money within the first, I want to say 48 hours of having it. The second time I became a funded trader, it was a news event and they flattened my position and cashed me out. So, you know, you just want to adhere to their rules because that's what's important. You know, good question though. Good question. GC says, GC is on YouTube. Y'all check him out. He on YouTube. All right, what's the difference between Forex and what you're teaching? The Forex market is very good for people who want it and who care about it. What I teach is not quote unquote market specific. My basic proficiency is the 30-year bonds as an educator. However, the 30-year bonds become the perfect schoolmaster to understand the way markets work, generally understanding the discussion between buyers and sellers that's happening every day. And because I teach it with such a high level of proficiency, my students then take that education and go apply it. You know, some students of mine have learned my stuff and went and trade options with it. They trade other futures instruments with it. They trade stocks with it. They trade Forex with it, because no matter what, people are people, humans are humans, and fear and greed, whether you're a black dude from Atlanta or an Asian guy from Bangkok, fear and greed is the same thing. I learned that by my previous profession. Before being a full-time trader, I was a musician, you know, and it's so funny because here we are playing weddings. So you meet a bride and the bride says, man, I want my first dance to be so special. I think we should do Love in a Hopeless Place by Rihanna. I'm like, that is so unique. That is so special. Wonderful. The next week, another bride. I wanted to be unique and special. I'm thinking Love in a Hopeless Place by Rihanna. And I'm like, oh, that is so unique. That's so special. The truth is we're way more alike than we ever can be different. So when you teach the market from a place of commonness, sameness, and people, the power, you know, it heightens because it's not instrument specific. Okay, good question though. Good question, GC. Appreciate that. We have another question. Let me see. We have another question. That question is, this girl I've been flirting with, her name is Jelly. Sweetie, can I get a date with you? You can get a date anytime with me. I just saw you the other day. You're so fine, girl. I'm telling you. Jelly, you can get a date with me anytime, baby. Yeah, anytime. I'm free tonight. I'm free tonight. Dr. Renee in the building. Dr. Renee, what's poppin'? How you doing?
Good.
It's good to see you. Very, very good to see you. I enjoyed today's show immensely.
I appreciate you being there, and thank you for the super fan.
Oh, come on, man. I'm a super fan. I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? If you had merch, I would have on the merch and I'd be dancing like this while it's...
We have mugs.
We do?
We have mugs and tumblers.
Showtime. I need that link. Yeah. So today, everybody, I'm going to show you guys, hey, YouTube and everybody, this is Doc, you know what I'm saying? You should follow her right now at Ask Dr. Renee, Ask ASK Dr. DR, like DR, Renee, you know what I'm saying? So I want you to follow her on YouTube and follow her on Instagram, because she's bringing like some of the dopest people in the world and just having regular couch conversations with them on it. Like, it's kind of cool. So what's popping?
Nothing. I was just telling Drake that we got a full month. Women's History Month is March.
Yes.
So we have every Saturday in March full of amazing women, starting with Jolene GC next Saturday.
Oh, fantastic! Shout out to Jolene. Shout out to the whole Come Up family. The whole Come Up family. I like that. I like that. That's going to be exciting. Your show is every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Correct?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Every Saturday at 3 p.m. on YouTube. Eastern Standard Time. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, right when you just waking up, you just finished your pancakes because you slept in too long because you was out on Friday. Boom, you come in, you go to sleep Saturday. You wake up, you go back to sleep. Oh man, I don't get to sleep twice. Then you wake up again, it's about 11. You're like, man, what am I eat? So you eat a little something. Then, you know, right when you burping, it's 3 o'clock. That's when you go to YouTube. That's when you check out Dr. Beck. Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I heard you announce today that it's a milestone in the show.
Yes. It'll be the 100th episode.
If I wish I had the voice of the man who does the soccer matches, because he can say, goal! and just hold it out forever. I'm so proud of you. So very proud of you. That's good. And you got your skin on today. You got your teeth white. Go on now. I see you now.
That's right.
I see you now.
Well, yesterday I did makeup. Today I couldn't. But yesterday for Anthony Hamilton and DMC, I had to put on a little makeup.
I saw that. I was watching you. You was just bringing people up to the screen, dropping them back down, bringing people back up to the screen.
I wasn't producing. I was only moderating.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
No clicking. Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's clean with the production. She brought up Anthony. He take his glasses off. He asked him a couple questions, get him off the screen, bring up something. I was like, man, she's nice. Very, very dope. Man, ask Dr. Renee, we always appreciate you. You already know what it is. We
appreciate you. I tell everybody every day. We mentioned you 10 times in the show today.
Man, I just appreciate that. You know what I can't help but be a person of faith, a man of faith. That's my tradition. And it's so funny that, your name ends up in the craziest of places. And you being a person that has championed the value of this course, I just appreciate you. You know how I go.
And I'm going to hit you up about that DM.
Anytime.
You did not call him. I know you did.
I did. I called. I didn't get his number. I said I was open to a call, but I did.
I sent it to you. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to hit
you. Okay, I haven't even been. I was checking these DMs over here, and these DMs over here was piling up. So now I'm turning up, it's Saturday. I can check these over here while these pile up. Praise the Lord. This new life of mine. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's what it is, Doc. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you.
Much
Bye.
love. Peace. Everybody, that's Dr. Renee. If you are not following Dr. Renee, you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Please go follow Ask Dr. Renee. Not only is she a fantastic trader, she's just a great person, a great person. We have more questions coming from YouTube. This is a good question, man, and it's something that people work on and have to work on for a while. Let me see if I here we go. Trying to get that remote. There you go. I don't know. Instagram is kind of slow. Let's see what happens. Hello, bro. I need confidence in myself. All trades I do hit TP. But I don't enter them, and I enter someone else's trades and I lose. I really want some advice to fix myself. Please, bro, please. Man, that's a fantastic question. Oftentimes, we'll have so much confidence in somebody else and then none in ourselves. And that is, it's like a paradox, It's like you can see someone else being a star, but you can never imagine yourself being one. You could see yourself, you could see someone else being beautiful, but when you look at the mirror, all you see are your shortcomings. What you have to do, and this is real, you have to practice believing in yourself. You have to practice trusting in yourself, and you have to practice making decisions. There's a game that I like to play with trading, and the game that I teach this to my students. But if you're in the market, let's just say you're in a platform, hopefully that platform has a replay option so you can go back to a prior date and practice market information. So what I like to do is this. I like to play the reverse game, right? Get into a trade, get into a position, be it buy or sell. And now for the rest of the session, the only button you can use is reverse. That's the only button. That means you have to be in. You can't get out. Have to stay in. You have to either be a buyer or a seller. You're never closed. Now, what will this help you do? It'll help you make the decision. Hey, man, it's done going down. It's about to go up now. And then you'll hit reverse. And hey, man, it's done going up. It's about to go down now. Then you hit reverse. It practices you making decisions. It's not even about the candles anymore. It's just about you being confident enough in your own opinion. So try the reverse game. Everybody, give it a shot. Try the reverse game. And I appreciate that question, bro. Appreciate that question. Another question off of YouTube, Jay Brass. What's poppin'? Do your students get to trade with you daily? Yes, every day, Monday through Friday, 8:20 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Me and the world famous bond bullies are looking at the market together, just making great decisions, answering one another's questions, asking questions of one another, defending our own trading opinions, et cetera, et cetera. It's a fun community way to look at the market. And it's a fun community way in order to ensure that iron is sharpening iron when it comes down to decision making. So yeah, man, we do it every day, every day. There's another question down here. My man, what's poppin', baby? Yo, this is a great trader, by the way. Man, if you're not following Nintendo, you just go holler at my guy. He's doing. Jay, when things don't go your way or you endure a losing streak, how do you manage your emotions and get back into the flow? Great question. The first thing I do is I go to gratitude. That's my first. I go to gratitude. Man, even when I wake up in the morning before I approach the market, I have a window. I open that window. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. The leaves in the grass are green. And I'm alive. Right there. I hit a losing streak, let's just say. And I hit a few bad ones. December was tough for me post trading room. Like I would call a good trading room, get out, and I would do whatever because I was grieving the loss that I suffered. You know, I lost a family member. But other times it has been pride. That's my biggest one. As a trading room leader, the numbers in the trading room started to grow, and my comfort in myself as the numbers grew, it wasn't there. You know, I felt good when we had 13 people, and then there were 50 people watching me trade and trusting my opinions. And then that was scary. I had to get through that hump. Then there was 100, and I think around 120, 130, it's like my nerves wouldn't let me get. So, I just go straight to gratitude, bro. I'll go and I'll hang out with my kids. I'll open my trading door. Open the door to the room where I trade, and the kids come in, they run. It'll kind of remind me what's really important. What are we doing this all for? And gratitude, it does it every time. It does it every time for me. Good question, bro. Good question. We have another question from Instagram. Question. Be fit up. What up? Could you profit from the combine? Yes. A lot. Every day. Straight up. Yeah. Somebody, any funded traders in here, y'all just tag, the name is Be Fit Up. I have dozens and dozens of students of mine that have earned funded accounts, 100,000, 150,000, 75,000, 50,000, 25,000, all sorts of money. You know, yeah. They get to the money. Yeah. Come on. We do that. We got to do that. Your key agent. What's up? Jay the Great, my man. Love to you. Can you talk a little bit about the mindset when trading is your only income? That is a great thing. Mindset is everything. Everyone in the world. Look, there are only two directions the market can go, either up or down. So if you just click one button, you'll be right half the time, right? What is the problem then? Why can someone do it and someone else not? Here it is. My man, this is for you. Man, when you put the pressure and the weight of supporting yourself on your trading, it takes a particular kind of psychological shift. It's very similar to taking on a spouse, like, when the fellas, if you take on a wife, that pressure that you feel, or when you have a child, because now someone is responsible for you and you're responsible for someone else. You're responsible for their well-being. Your decisions, they affect more than you now. And that can be a heavy weight to bear. So the way that you get around this is to fully occupy. Okay, so here you are, you're a full-time trader for the income. Let's just say, here's a way to fully occupy. And I got this is not my own. This is from the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. There's a scripture that says, rise up early and go to work. And when you come home, don't fold your hands. What the scripture is saying is, even God loves the side hustle. Even God wants you to grind. You dig? So this is what you have to do. If you're going to trade, say you trade from 8:20 to 10:30, and let's just say you used to be a school principal, right? So 8:20 to 10:30, you trade. At 11 o'clock, maybe you tutor a small group. What does that do, Jay? Well, Jay, I thought you didn't want us to, you don't have to do nothing else. No, I never said that. Trading is not the thing. Trading is the thing that'll get you to the thing. Maybe you have a bigger goal. Maybe your goal is a food truck. Maybe your goal is to have your own daycare. What trading allows you to do is recapture your time. So it no longer takes you a day to make a day's worth of money. And whatever a day's worth of money for you is. Some people make $300 a day. Some people make $800 a day. Some people make $2,000 a day in their profession. No matter what that is for you, trading will allow you to do a day's worth of capital. You can make a day's worth of income in a couple hours. But that doesn't mean fold your hands. No. Don't sit and relax. Now get busy about building the thing that is next. So me, personally, the things that I want to build. I want to build a better body, a more healthy body. So I'm working out consistently. I want to build a better golf game. So I'm playing twice a week again, like I was when I was in middle school and high school playing golf. And I want to build a stronger family. So I'm working on what does that mean intergenerationally? What can me and my wife do in order to ensure that our children's children never have to worry? So these are the things that I'm working on. So when you're done trading and you're done, don't fold your hands. Don't relax. Go and keep building. Go and keep growing. Go and keep serving and go do what you can do. Now, it also loosens the financial burden that you place on your trading capital. It does. And believe it or not, kids make great traders. Retirees make great traders. People who've suffered great loss, they make great traders. Why? Because the risk tolerance is naturally high. If you're a kid and you're a trader, the worst you can do is sleep in your mom's house and go to the refrigerator. So your life doesn't change. If you're a retiree, the house is paid off, the cars are paid off, nobody else to impress, the kids are adults, you're a granddad. No risk. If you've suffered tragic loss in your life, it's like, hey, if I got shot in the shoulder, then a mosquito bite in the hand is not going to kill me. So what we're talking about is your financial risk tolerance. Okay. So that's a good question, man. Very, very good question. Oh man, I'm gonna try and keep going with this joint. Let's see. Drake, I see you. Which tick chart do you recommend for ZB? 250s. I do it in increments of 250. 250V, 250V, 500V, 1000V. You know, just depending on how dramatic you want to see the moves. Good question, though. We have another question from, can you explain how the funding program works and the cons of providing your own funding? Program for being a funded trader, guys, is simple. They give you fake money in real market scenarios. If you can accomplish the goal that they give you, which is hit your profit target before you hit your loss, they give you money, right? The pros and cons of your own funding is, one of the pros is you don't have to use your own money. One of the cons is you have to trade according to their rules. So either you can use your money and trade how you want, or you can use their money and trade how they want. Now, is this bad? No, it's not bad. Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Paul Tudor Jones, all these people, they're fund managers, which means people give them funds and then they use them. They are funded traders, funded investors. And there's no problem with using other people's capital. In fact, if you have the skill that we have, you should never have to use your capital, ever, because you got too much skill. Too many other people will want to use your skill. All right, that's good. That's good. Another question. Let's keep them going. Here we go. I am Sharon Page writes, what do you trade in the market? Options, futures, Forex. I'm a futures trader, Sharon. And I like trading the 30-year treasury bonds, i.e. the ZB. I also trade the S&P 500 futures, also known as the ES. Those are my favorites. I love trading those. You should trade them too. They're really, really cool. We have more questions. May you go live to ask? Yeah, TB. You want to go live to ask me about your strategy? Cool. Let's do it. Let me see. Did you make a live request? Oh, there you are. There we go. I'm sending a request to you right now. Lucretia, I see what you say. Lucretia, the last one was for me. Hey, that's love to you. However, I'm here to help. That's what I want to do. I just want to help. Everybody, do me a huge favor while we have a moment. Share do me a favor, share this on your Facebook, share it on your YouTube, share it on your Periscope, share it on your Instagram, hit the airplane. Let's share it. Let's talk about it. TB0185. I'm looking at a light. There you go. What's poppin'?
Oh my God! Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm a bomb bully. I just became one.
I'm the one they call a bully. Yeah.
Yes, I saw you did. It was a seminar that I attended recently.
Okay.
And you touched me.
Thank you.
I was originally in another group.
Right. Okay.
And I moved to your group. I'm also a healthcare worker in New York.
Congratulations. We have a few of those in the community as well. Make sure that you hit them up on Slack. Go to the Slack and then go to healthcare channel. And there are a whole lot of healthcare professionals in there. Make sure that you link up with them.
Awesome.
Okay.
So my question is, so it is very stressful. So I started studying my teachables.
Good.
The problem is when I go into the sessions,
mm-hmm.
I feel overwhelmed. I feel like, oh my God, I don't have enough knowledge.
You're talking about our daily trading sessions?
Right. I can't jump on it all the time.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I can.
Okay, I got you.
So when I do, I just feel like I need more in my brain in terms of education.
Okay.
Because there's so much things going on. I feel frustrated.
Okay.
So
all right.
What I do is I'm like, you know what? I'll use my time better if I just get out and go back to Teachable and continue taking notes,
right.
Because I'm starting to get frustrated and confused and
right.
stuff like
It's
that.
a lot going on.
Very big. I literally press 5 minutes and I write word for word everything you say. I have my notebooks right here, and I go over everything. But I just feel like you're like, okay, what you have to do is you have to do the teachables and come in. I just feel like
yes.
I don't know if I can do both at the same time.
Okay, let me just encourage you. First and foremost, you're dope because you have a 9-to-5 job and you believe in yourself in order to pick up a skill that can be as challenging as trading. Unlike investing where you just find a good company that's been around for 100 years and put a lot of money in it, trading is the type of thing, it's speculative, it's discretionary, and you have to use your wit and I would say an artful look in order to make sure that you're making great trading decisions. So that's the first thing. Second thing is this. Imagine now you are 8 months old, right? Go back in your mind. I know you probably don't remember your 8th month of breathing, but if you could, go with me in an imaginary way. There you are inside of your 8th month body, and you have this hurting pain in your stomach. You don't quite know how to express it because you don't have the words. You are looking at your mom and your dad, and they are trying to offer you food, and you're like, I don't want juice. I don't want food, and I don't want anything sweet, and I don't want anything salty. It's this pain in your stomach, and you've never really experienced it before. You don't have the words to say it. You're inside of this body that is new to you, and you have some control of it, but not all the control of it. You still feel this pain, and then all of a sudden, you fill up your diaper with the most ridiculous amount of excrement.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, the pain is gone. You feel happy again, and everybody's great. You being inside of that body at 8 months, understanding what you're going through, but not necessarily being able to express it, is where you are in your trading life. That's where you are. Right? When we have our kids, we bring them home. We start talking to them. They don't understand a word we're saying at first. What moment does that happen? Because we bring home a newborn and say, oh, you're so beautiful. Your eyes just like your mom's. Oh, my goodness. Month 1, month 2. Oh, look at these toes. Month 4, month 5, month 6, month 7. Oh, man, look at you. What a beautiful outfit. You're your daddy's little girl, aren't you? Month 10, month 11. You say, I love you, baby. Love you. When did that happen? When did you learn this? How did you learn what view? What is that? See, and that's what I believe is happening with you. Don't frustrate yourself with, I don't have it now. Because there's a growth that is happening inside of you as long as you keep watering the things that you want to grow. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're in the trade room, the reason why I say watch the Teachable and come to the trade room and practice all at the same time is because it is immersive. I had a man who knows he's bilingual and he wasn't born that way. He said, Jason, what's the best way to learn Spanish? Go to a class or move to Spain? I said, well, the class is probably cheaper, but if you move to Spain, it'll probably happen better. He said, exactly. Because if you're stranded on the side of the road and need to find a taxi and tell the taxi how to take you home, you'll figure out how to communicate.
You're going to say something.
And if you come into this world of buy, sell, bear, bull, short, participants, levels, entries, exits, targets, stop loss, you come into this world of vocabulary. You don't know how to talk. You don't know what you just know what you're trying to get accomplished. And I want to encourage you. Don't stop. This is how I know you can do it. You're a nurse. There's no such thing as a lazy one of those. No such thing. And there's no such thing as someone who's a nurse practitioner that is not exact about educating themselves and implementing what they want to see happen. So you have the personality type and structure that once you get it, once you know it, your ability to do it with ease, it's there. Okay. So I just wanted to encourage you. What's your strategy now? Your strategy, you were saying your strategy was, I'm gonna hold off on the room until I'm ready to jump in.
Right. So I
do that.
make
Keep
sure
coming.
that I listen to the Teachable.
Keep coming.
I write everything down. I even draw the charts that you have. I
love it. Keep coming.
With like pencils in different pen colors and stuff like that.
That's good. Keep coming.
When I hear, if I watch something and I'm not quite understanding what it is, so then I'll go online and look for maybe another tutorial to kind of maybe see, okay, what was that? Let me help you.
Let me help you. That community, and I'm not saying this because it's funny, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but the way that I do it, the way that we do it as bullies, you probably won't find it somewhere.
Okay.
It's good to look inside of the community. So if you go to Slack and you say, hey, y'all, I'm working on this. Jay just said this in the trade room. What in the world is he talking about? Then, because some of the stuff is just peculiar to us. No one knows what lemon booty is except for a bully. No one knows about cooking with 2 pots unless you're a bully. No one knows about this sort of stuff. It's some stuff that is just peculiar to us. So I encourage you, jump in. Who's your bully buddy? Who's the person that you work with, trade with, talk to all the time? What's up, babe? Who's that person for you? Oh, so you're in isolation. Where are you from?
New York.
Oh gosh, like you did tell me, New York. So there are dozens of New York bullies, dozens, quite literally. In fact, we just had a funded New York bully last week. I haven't made the announcement because I haven't, but I mean, he's dope. Whenever he allows me to make the announcement, I'll make it. But man, come on. You don't have to do this alone. That's not the idea. I'm here for you and we are here for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Don't be by yourself. Just let us know what you need. If you have a question, that's it. That's all it's about. And because we have bullies all over the world, it doesn't matter what time you ask the question. Chances are there's a bully that's up looking at the same problem. So you can go to the live trading channel in Slack. You can go to any of the trading setups in Slack. You can go to any of the platform supports in Slack and, get your questions answered. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see you're in there. You're that baby that's trying to let us know about the pain. And maybe during the trading day, I'm offering you the wrong thing. Knock it away and just get the relief you're after.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You already know. Much love to you. All right. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Man, fantastic question. Fantastic question. Fantastic. Fit Fine Fitness. All right, then. What's up, Fit Fine Fitness? I'm bringing somebody else up. the 6 scenes. Lucretia, don't get too juicy on there. You feel me? What's up? What's up?
Can you hear me?
Of course I can. How you doing?
Okay, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Oh my God, it's going crazy.
It's all right.
So I'll make this quick. I'm a new bond bully. I finished the course in like a day and a half.
Oh, wow.
Because like the other person, I was also part of a group, so I'm pretty familiar with bonds and stuff.
Okay,
cool. Like last year.
Cool.
But I love your content. So here's my question is I need help with like trade management. I'm good with like entries. I saw that on the vocabulary you had like a clear method.
Yes.
I didn't see like specifics on like execution, on like exits and things like that. So I'm just wondering, first of all, how do you handle like exiting trades?
Good.
And second of all, the like when would you use like scaling out versus like say like hard like stop limits, like the benefits in like both, and what's your like stance on that?
Right. So first and foremost, welcome to the family. I appreciate you. It's good to see you. You know what I'm saying? It's a bully in the house, y'all. Praise her up. So I would say the clear method, right? The clear method is good. Say you get in a trade, you're in just right. I mean, you're in perfect. I mean, sweet. You took one tick of heat and it kept going, or even you got filled. I mean, a nice touch of your buy entry, and now it's all to the races. You're up, right? Let's say that that's the scenario. Well, what can stop a buyer?
Sellers.
Good.
Or resistance.
Good. So your job is to find it. Because this dog can run, but this dog can't run into a wall. Right. So if you're a trader, your job is more being a detective than anything. And if you're a buyer, what you're trying to detect are sellers. And if you're a seller, your job is to detect buyers. You're just looking for the other team. The clear method and what it really describes is the alertness that you need, the good practices that you need, you know what I'm saying? Covering your entry with the C, the E, expecting the unexpected, you know what I'm saying? The R.
Can you elaborate on the C, on the covering your entry, and saying like move up to like break even?
Right, so you can take your stop and you can put your stop at your entry, and now your trade is riskless. The worst that can happen is that you walk away from the trade with no profit and no loss.
When would you advise to get to break even? Because I don't want to get stopped out early.
Right, I understand. So let's just say
time to move it up.
Let's just say the buyers have to get. I'm not sure if you've ever been in a class when we talk about over the river through the woods into grandma's house. You ever heard that before? So we do over the river through the woods in grandma's house. So where's over the river? Where's through the woods? Where's grandma's house? If you're a buyer, there's just groups of sellers. Maybe you move your stop to break even when they get over the river. Because if they get through over the river, then maybe through the woods stops them. But, we know what resistance turns into when it gets on the other side. So we'll at least get a conversation between over the river and through the woods for a little while before you can see if the market's going to turn on you. So it becomes a little bit of an art. However, what you can do, and what I typically like to do in the bonds, is once the trade moves into my favor 4 ticks, I cover my entry.
Okay.
And then I'll look and see, hey, if I'm a buyer, where are the sellers? And when I get my first group of sellers, I'm looking for the market to tell me that they can beat them. If the buyers show me that they can beat that group of sellers, maybe I advance my stop a little bit more. So now if the market comes against me and I get stopped out for profit rather than for loss or for break even. So it's a little bit of an art. It's a little bit of what do you like to do versus what someone else wants to do. It's a little bit about your daily goals. Because, hey, if you have, I'm a big person about, hey, if your daily goal is $2,000 and you got a $5,000 trade, you $3,000 late. You know what I'm saying? Grab some of that profit and put it away. That's a part of the clear method too. As you go, that's the A, as you go, take profit. So there's some different things that you have to ask yourself about your financial goals for the day or whatever. But typically what I try and do is 4 ticks in the profit cover. That's my break even mark. And then after that, I'll look and see if the candles are going to tell me that my team can keep winning, if the buyers can keep going, if they can get all the way to grandma's house. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I just, I thought maybe I should cover it, a little before 4 because I hate seeing it go to 4 and like, oh, look at the P&L and then like it drops and you're like, dang, I could have just taken, what was on the table.
So maybe what you do in that situation, I have an overnight strategy where that's the idea. So say if you get how many contracts you trade normally? 2, 3, 4, 1?
2.
Okay, so you're a 2-contract trader, right? So this is what you do. One of those contracts, you make sure that you're grabbing some quick bread. Maybe you want to make a quick $100. So you're looking for just those 3 ticks off that first contract. Boom. So you target 3 ticks. Now your stop comes into break even after 4 ticks. Even if it comes against you, you know that that's been a $100 trade for you. You do that twice a day, you make $50,000 a year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a very simple game. So you can put in a quick target that'll just give you some peace about, hey, I got a little something out of this situation no matter what happens.
Yeah, that feeds like the psychological portion of it, where you got like a little bit. Okay, I won't take any more of your time.
No, it's all good. I appreciate you.
Questions in the trade room. So I'm in the trade room, but I'm shy. So.
Ask questions in the trade. It's your trade room. You can do it. Your family. Come on, talk to us. I appreciate you. Much love.
Alrighty.
Fantastic. We have other questions. And Antoinette, I see you. What's up? Bullies for life. You already know. Please, where can I find the Teachable videos and what platform to practice the trade? If you're a bully, that has already been emailed to you automatically. However, if you're not, we trade on a platform called ninjatrader.com. And to find the Teachable videos, just sign up for the course. You can go to tradelikej.com and you can sign up at any time. Appreciate it. We have other questions and I want to make sure I keep answering them. So I appreciate that. We got Alex G. What's good, Alex? Alex G 527. What if you don't have the capital to day trade? Is it possible to build towards that goal by trading options? The way that we trade, I've seen students start live accounts with as little as $650 and students start live accounts with as much as $25,000. So the cost of entry or the cost to get started is particularly low, which is one of the best parts about being a futures trader. However, whatever it, for me, Alex, man, whatever it works for you. More than anything, I want a student to be successful. That's all. And, I want people to be successful. So if options are your zhuzh, and you trading them lights out, go trade the options. Trade them lights out. Let's do that. Maybe it's crypto, or maybe it's stocks, or maybe it's binary options. Maybe, I don't know, but whatever is working for you, that's your sauce. And I would say lean into your strengths, lean into it, man, because you deserve it. You deserve to be successful in your market endeavors, for sure. But, the futures is that's what happened for me. And I see you right there, Toya. Toya is saying another thing you can do is you can enter into a combine and you can use other people's money to trade. I teach my students how to do that as well. So other people will give you money to trade if you possess the capability of managing and growing capital, for sure. Good question, though, bro. Good question. There's another invite for Brenda. What's popping? Brenda McGraw. Brenda, what's up? Join me. In the meantime, while she's joining, man, I ask everybody, if you can, share this, share it on Facebook, share it on Periscope, share it on Twitch, share it on wherever platform you're watching on, share it on Instagram. I appreciate that. And I thought I brought her up, but I don't know where she went. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to try one more time, send a request. And I don't know, maybe she's gone. Maybe she was only here for a minute. Anthony Gordon, I'll try that too. And then if you have questions, that's what today is all about. I said I want to do about 30, 45 minutes. So far, we're at like 51. Questions? What's going on? Anthony, are you there? I have a feeling like this is not good. Like this next is going to be like somebody at booty shaking or something. I'm going to try this one more time. Anthony, are you there? All right. I'm gonna let that go because that, I don't know, anything can happen on that, There you go. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Make sure I get all of my questions. Everybody's been able to ask whatever they wish to ask. Somebody asked, Jay, what are the ticks worth on the bonds you trade? And is there a daily goal? The tick value on the bonds is the highest in all of the financial markets, with a tick being valued at $31.25. Very, very high tick value. And your daily goal is probably just going to be, up to you, whatever it is that you want to see. For some people, a good day is $500. For other people, a good day is 50,000. And for some students of mine, it is $100,000 a day. So, you kind of just wait to see the type of trade that you want, and then you go for it. But $31.25, man. That's it. Best instrument in the market. Anthony, what's up? Anthony's on YouTube. This is YouTube, Anthony. He has just am starting to learn how to trade Forex. As a beginner, what works the best broker to go with? For me, I like Ninja as my broker because they are responsive. They answer the phone when you call. They answer the emails when you send an email. That's kind of what I look for out of a broker. It's not necessarily always the price. It's sometimes, for me, the responsiveness. So whatever you do and whoever you go with, just make sure you can actually get in contact with them, because troubles arise. And when they do, you want to understand and have a good relationship with your broker where you can reach out, touch them, make sure that things can get taken care of in a good fashion. After all, it's money we're talking about here, so we have to be safe. Kay Lamar asked this question. Kay says, how many students have you taught? I've taught over 2,100 people at this point to trade. Over 2,100 people at this point. It's an honor and it's a blessing to be able to do that. Hey, what up, Terry? How you doing? Terry's in the house. It's good to see. Good to see you, sis. Very, very good to see you. So proud of you. Everybody, that's Terry. Y'all praise her up. Terry of Trade and Travel, one of the greatest educators I think the game has ever seen. Hats off to her. She's a huge inspiration to me as well. Yeah, so y'all praise her up. And if you're not following her, come on now. You probably are, but if you're not, come on now. You already know. Click her name, then click follow, come back to the live. I'll still be here when you get back. Let's keep taking questions. I can't seem to find the bullies on Slack. Do me a favor, send me a DM and let me know your email, and I'll make sure that you get in contact with all the bullies on Slack. It's love. You're impressed. Thank you so much, man. I'm appreciative, man. I'm just a humble guy. I just love to trade. I love helping people learn how to trade. That's what the vibe is. That's it. I really like this part. My trading career has been fun, but this part I would say is the most fun out of everything. I'm gonna see if I can get Terry on. Terry, you got a second? Terry, you got a second? Of course I can open this. Excuse me, I have a daddy commercial break here. Daddy commercial break. Daddy commercial break. Give me 1 second. I have to open the bread. Here you go. Yes. So good. My bomb bullies are cool. Mm-hmm. All right, that's love. I think you're cool too. Right? Yeah, you are. You are cool. In the meantime, let's Money Monster May, can we start? She said, my hair looks crazy. Let me catch you the next time. It's all good, fam. Can we start with less than 600 to start for beginners? The capital requirement for every contract you trade on Ninja Trader is 500 per. I heard something really, really interesting today during Dr. Renee's Ask Dr. Renee show. And I'm going to inquire so that maybe, just maybe, I found a place where futures contracts require a cheaper or lower capital investment. So let's see. But so far, yeah, 500. That's a good question. Hey, Jay, what other platforms are necessary to use for bond trading other than Ninja Trader? This one right here. That's the only other platform you need. Only other platform you ever need. Good question. Jay Brass, how long do you recommend newbies practice? Practice till you're good. And there's always something to practice, man. Jay, I appreciate your questions. I think the idea is, for me, I feel like I'm an educator, so I have to know a lot. I have to know all of it, everything. Because I'm accountable to so many people. So if they have a question, I need to know. But as a trader, you don't need to know every trade in the world. You can basically know one trade and take it every day, and that be your trade. Simple, 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 simple. So once you have that one trade down, the next thing to get to learn, there's a video on my YouTube called The Two Mountains Every Trader Must Climb. The one is the learning education mountain. You got to learn to trade. Then after that, you have to learn how you trade, which is, what's your risk tolerance? What type of days do you like? What times do you like to enter? What market scenarios make you feel most comfortable? Are you a bull or are you naturally a bear? Do you love long running trades, or do you like to be in the market for short periods of time for a lot of times? You have to ask yourself this and that sort of stuff. You get to know along the way. Good question, though. Look at this. Look what Tracy said. Jay and Terry are the most valuable combination of educators of traders I could ever invested in. I admire them both. Much love, Tracy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Even to be mentioned with Terry is fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Let's see. Questions, keep them coming. I'll probably hang out for another 4 or 5 minutes, and then I got to go be a dad. Make sure these kids don't make sandwiches and peanut butter ends up all over the floor. Hold on. Is there help with setting up an ATM in NinjaTrader? Sure. In the Teachable, it's how to set up an ATM. The PDF that's in your welcome section on Teachable has ATM and adjustment stuff like that. Also, we even bring in people from NinjaTrader. Like Chris Mullaney was with us this week on Tuesday and hung out with the Bond Babies in order to answer questions that they had about the platform. So, man, always. You can also jump into Slack and, ask the NinjaTrader 7 channel, the NinjaTrader 8 channel. Just, go in there and say, hey, what's up with these ATM things? What can we do with these ATMs played up? And trust me, the bullies are going to help you, because that's what bullies do. They're helpful. We grow and we serve. That's it. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Oh, she already answered that. Okay. Kylie asked this. Hey, Jay, what's your take with the Feds on the yield curve control on the bonds? This is a good question. This is a very, very good question. Yields. What is a yield? Well, just think about it like farming. We planted 20 seeds and the yield was, all right? The yields are rising, the bond yield rising, which means if you plant bonds, the yield is rising. It makes them more attractive. The problem with a more attractive bond is a deleveraging of the normal financial markets. I think what Jay Powell is trying to do is put out all of the flames in such a way as to not fill the house with too much smoke. I'll try and explain it like this. The left hand and the right hand, right? This is how you break it down. Big business. Let's call this hand big business, all right? Let's call this hand the federal government. Typically, the relationship between big business and the federal government is inverse, which means this. If business rises, the federal government falls. And if business falls, the federal government rises. How does this play out in investing? Well, when markets become scary, when the fear indexes are too high, then people deleverage or they pull their money off the table. In pulling their money off the table, they remove themselves from buying positions. The anatomy, this is good, the anatomy of a trade is this. Whatever you do to get in, you have to do the opposite to get out. So if I bought in, if I invested in the S&P, and now I want to take my money out, I have to, if I bought in, I have to sell out. You see? When that deleveraging happens, when that removal of capital happens, what happens is the scales are tipped, there become more sellers than buyers, and the market begins to roll over. All right? When the market rolls over, most people are not traders, but when they deleverage, when they the thought is the markets are terrible, I need my money back because I don't want to risk my capital. Well, what do I do with this money? Well, I'll put it somewhere safe. And typically, you take your money out of stocks and you move it to bonds because bonds don't pay as well as stocks, but bonds are better than banks. And bonds are safe. So people deleverage, they take their money from one place, put it the other. And that's why you see this inverse relationship. Understood? So, Kali, you're a fantastic trader. You've seen this. Not only are you a dope, if I start telling people about your trading and investing resume, they'll probably get shook. But what I think is Jay Powell is trying to put out the fire without filling the house with smoke, in my opinion. I think that he's trying to clean up some of the mess that's happening in our financial markets, shore up the confidence of the customer in the markets, and make sure that the exchange can continue to happen even with these new, different living conditions. And at the same time, his job is to be able to continue to measure the effectiveness of the transaction between buyer and seller at every level. I'll tell you what is changing. The way the world does business is changing. It used to be easy to not pay attention to online sales and still have a good idea about consumer behavior. But now you can't do that because consumer behavior readily involves online sales. And mind you, here's COVID that takes away your ability to go to the movies, to go to the mall, to go to the big game, to go to the big fight. So now how do we judge the consumer that's no longer present in the marketplace? We have to go find the transactions. So Powell has got a heavy job, man. He's got a heavy job. And what I hope is that in the next few months, we see a lesser deleveraging than what we saw during COVID. I already can see the 3600s on the bonds. On the S&P. I can see past that, maybe 2800s. I think that there needs to be another good pullback. And while that happens, he's got to keep the businesses calm. He has to create a good enough picture for the bonds as they yield greater. He's got to keep everybody happy so that the train stays on the tracks. So he's got a tough job. Good question, Callie. Very, very high level question. Good question. I hope I'm saying this right. Don't charge it to my head. I'm going to say Afusa. I think I said that right. Does the PDT rule apply for futures trading? No, it doesn't. That's what makes it so cool. I wish I had one of those things where it's pum, 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 pum. That's what I would do. I would do one of those Instagrams, one of those reels for the PDT rule. I would definitely do that. No PDT rule. It's so beautiful. Vic from YouTube asks, if we are only going to trade the bonds 2 or 3 days a week, which days would you suggest? Also, are there better times to trade during the day? Kali, you're very, very welcome. Everybody, if you're not following Kali, she's dope. She's a big time bully, real money trader, real money investor. She's dope at them options too. I told y'all, we have bullies names I don't even call that you haven't even heard of. They cold-blooded. We're talking about a real trader right there. That's if you're on Instagram. So if I had to only trade 2 or 3 days a week, I would trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And times, I love to say that there's no bad time to take a good trade. No bad time. So if you're coming home from work and your good trade is there, take it. If you're on your lunch break and your trade is there, take it. If you're coming in from a morning run or heading out for one and your good trade is there, take the trade, because there's no bad time to take a good trade. Good question. All day and all night. Look at Drake. All day and all night. That's a real live bully. Okay. I've been avoiding this. She asked so long ago. What's this bomb bully conference I keep hearing about? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I must tell you that in August this year, on the 11th to the 15th, the bomb bullies and family and friends all alike will descend on Miami, Florida. The Bomb Bully Conference 2021 is here. Man, it's going to be a fantastic, fantastic time. We are going to have great opportunities for education. For me, my philosophy is trading isn't the thing. Trading is the thing that gets you to the thing. In this conference, the theme of it is using your gift to create generational wealth, right? We like to throw this term around, and it's been thrown around, I would say, roughly for about 23 years now. 23. It's fun. It's a hot phrase. Generational wealth, generational wealth. What? What are you talking about? And then not only that, how you do it. Because everybody's saying generational wealth, but we still starting where our parents did, and they still starting where their parents did. So we're not really getting any further ahead. Well, come to the conference, because the people that I have talking to you are the people who I use to talk to me. The people who talk to me about e-commerce, the people who talk to me about the cannabis industry, the people who talk to me about fund management, the people who talk to me about psychology, the people who talk to me about trading, the people who talk to me about options, the people who talk to me about investing, the people who talk to me about real estate. All of these people are going to be around. The people who talk to me about life insurance, the people who talk to me about these things, I'm telling them, hey, come talk to all my family, talk to my bully family, and tell my bully family what you told me. Why is my life insurance policy? It's so funny, I go on Clubhouse and people talking about life insurance, and I'm like, yo, they still selling policies from the 90s? Like, why are they telling this on Clubhouse like this? Is dope. We have got to do better. And we can only do better if we give one another the game. And we can only give each other the game if we sit down and listen. So what I'm doing, I lined up everybody. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you all have been a blessing to my life. You changed my life, my wife, my kids' life. I'm asking that you stand on stage and do it for these people that I love. Do it for the bullies. Can you come if you're not a bully? Sure. Where's the conference going to be? The conference is going to be at the Hotel Intercontinental from August 11th through the 15th this year. What are some of the things y'all doing at the conference? Well, we're going to party at the Versace Mansion. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to trade on the beach. Yeah, we're going to do that. Like literally 16th and Sand. Yeah, we're going to do that. What else you going to do, Jay? We're going to have some in-depth discussions and in-depth teaching moments when it comes down to implementing wealth strategies in your life and into the life of your children. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to teach you how to make your money not so lazy. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Now, what else are you going to do, Jay? Man, we're going to help out some kids. Oh man, come on. There's no such thing as a bomb bully conference, a generational wealth conference, a Jada Trader conference without us serving somebody. So we're going to be serving some kids. Man, what else are you going to do, Jay? Oh man. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to do a trade-a-thon. Well, I mean, why not? Why would we not? Hey, you say you dope. You say you can trade. All right, well, I'm going to put up the money. We're going to see if y'all boys got it. You see? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, plug your computer into the big screen so we can watch you trade. They can have a hackathon. They can have a Super Bowl. I think we should have a trade-a-thon. Yeah. We'll limit the amount of contracts someone can trade. We'll only let them trade specified instrument classes, and then we'll let them loose for an hour. See who's got the biggest P&L when it's all over. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't we? So it's going to be a fantastic time for the individual. It'll be a fantastic time for the family, for the couple. Look, it's not activity back to back. No time to see the city. No time to go to Wynwood. No time to go downtown. No time to catch some Pickles or some Jean Jean, some Chef Creole. You know, I want you to come feel this city. I want you to come feel it. I want you to be impressed by it. I think the city of Miami, as I speak to them, the Board of Travel and Tourism, they know the bullies are coming. I spoke with the police. They know the bullies coming. You know, I spoke to a couple other friends, athletes and entertainers. They know the bullies are coming. And we have just so many great surprises. You should holler at me if you want to be. Go check the link in my bio. Go to bombullyconference.com. I mean, just be a part of this thing, man. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Drake, you still you, Drake. Ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing changed. Drake still the one. Oh, man. GLC, is that GL Cordon said, are you exclusively trading bonds? GL Cordon went from Instagram to YouTube to Instagram. I am, sir, not exclusively trading bonds. I trade the bonds and I trade the index. So S&P 500 is my favorite of the bunch. That's my joint. The bonds and the indexes. Let me make sure I have all, I hate leaving unfinished questions. Okay, so I think I have all the questions there. And yeah, D, you should. She said, wow, I should attend the conference. Yeah, you should. Literally, yeah, you should. I can't wait for the book. Tom, I see you, baby. Hey, Tom's been in the room. That's a new really profitable in the room. Proud of you, Tom. Yeah, man, you really should. I think the Bomb Bully Conference, it's for bullies and non-bullies. If you're not a bully, I get it. That's fine. Still, come learn, oh, but I'm not a bomb bully. I'm a trapper. So come on. I'm a come-on cousin. I'm a warrior trader. Whatever. Come on, man. Because at the end of the day, it's about coming to get this so that we don't have to go through what we went through. We went through loss. We went through job loss. We went through economic crashes. We went through that together. And we made it out stronger. We lost few people along the way, but we made it out stronger. Now, let's go do it a different way. Let's do it a better way, man. That's what it's about. This conference, that's what it's all about. It's just about a better way. What's a better way for using your dollars? What's a better way for using your time? What's a better way for you protecting the interest of your children? What's a better way? That's all it's about. That's all it's about, man. Come to the conference. It's going to be crazy. I think I've answered all the questions. Maybe. Have I? Kid, the big homie. What's good, baby? He says, successful real estate. What is your why? Why do you do what you do? Why are you so passionate about it? It has changed. First, it was about making money. Just like everybody else. You could trade, you can make a lot of money. You could trade, you can make a lot of money. But money got boring. And I had to find something deeper. My new why isn't how much can I grow, but it's how much can I serve. Because I realize now that if my capital grows and my friend's capital doesn't, it's no fun hanging out by myself. If my capital grows and my family's doesn't, it's no fun in being the only rich Sweden. You can't do that. So my job, my why now is serving. Serving. And why do you do what you do? People think that it's selfless, but it's so selfish. The rewarding feeling that you get from helping someone change their life, bro, it cannot be matched. You get such a kick. I get such a kick out of showing somebody what to do. It's fun now. And no one tracks it. It's crazy. If you go to TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, Orderflow Analytics, Ninja Trader, Doe, any platform, you can go to all of them. They have columns for how long you get into a trade, how long you stayed in the trade, how many times you bought, how many you sold, what day you should trade on, what day you perform best, what day you perform least, what times are. They have all the stats. They don't have one column, and that column is how many people you help make money. See, that's the column I'm on, dog. I'm on that column, man, and I'm passionate about it because people deserve financial freedom. People deserve to make decisions not based on capital, based upon real convictions, real convictions, real convictions, not whether or not we can afford it. I don't want to make educational decisions based upon financial realities. I don't want to make healthcare decisions based upon financial realities. I don't want to do that. I want to make financial decisions for finances, and I want to make healthcare decisions for healthcare. And I want to make educational decisions with education. The nightmare scenario for me is, hey, your kid got into this prestigious college, but it costs this much. So I have to say, hey, kid, I know you did everything I told you to do. You studied, you worked hard, you excelled, you did great, except dad isn't ready to support you financially. So your educational decision really is marked by my financial decision making. I can't do that. I can't do that. So I'm passionate about it. People deserve to. Can you imagine? You have to keep your house. You have to feed your family. So you had to go back to work, even though if you went back to work, you were quite literally risking your life because of COVID. There are people who had to sit with their spouse and make that decision. Hey, babe, I got to go back to work, even though going will. I made that decision. Let's not talk about anybody else. I caught COVID at work. I worked for a church, singing, playing music, helping, writing music, programming, everything that was the production department. I go to church to film because the world is in COVID, but I still want to make sure that we have music. I didn't want to do it. I sat with my wife. She didn't want me to do it, but it's my church. I want to support them. I wanted to be there. I don't need the capital, but hey, it's what I love to do. It's a wonderful outlet. I love serving. I go, I sing. 2 days later, it feels like my head's going to fall off my shoulders. 4 days later, it feels like my wife can't breathe. 12 days after that, it feels like my daughter told me, it's like I have a needle in my chest, Daddy. We made a decision. It wasn't based on finance, it was based on passion, but I put myself at risk. I didn't have to. I did. I didn't have to, but imagine the people that have to put themselves at risk. Man, I don't want that to be your reality. Thank God I'm okay. My wife's okay. The kids are okay, but not everybody is, man. You have to think. Maybe not in your house, but somebody went to work for their spouse so that they can feed their family, caught COVID, went to the hospital, never came out. They made a health decision based on finances. We can't do that. Not the next time. We have to do better. We have to do better. So that's why I'm passionate about it, man. I love people. I want people to win, bro. I want them to win. Simple. I want them to win. Much love. Oh, man. Somebody asked, what is that URL for the conference? What's the conference link? Let me see. Can I? DD, I see you. DD Dub, I see you. It is bondbullyconference.com. Bondbullyconference.com. I'll post it for you so you can check it out. In fact, I'll do it like this. So I just Control C, Control V. Oh, bondbullyconference.com. Definitely join us. Definitely join us. I hope that I've gotten everybody's question. I believe that I have. Okay, I think I have. Look, if you need me, I'm right here. I'm going to be on Instagram. I'm not doing anything today except folding clothes anyways. I'm trying to rest. So if you need me, man, hit me up. I'm here to answer any and all questions that you may have. Life is too good for us to leave one another behind on this fantastic financial journey that we're on. My job as an educator is to point out the potholes that I stepped in so that you don't have to step in them. I want you to do better than me, greater than me, go further than me, make more money than me. That's the job. And I am so happy to be able to serve in this capacity at this time. What a great time. What a great time to look at Drake. Yeah, I'm still folding clothes. What a great time, man. It's a great time to be doing what we're doing, folks. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little while. Lady C25 asked me a question. Let me see if I can find that question. Lady C25. Lady C25. I see one time here, she says, hey, can you answer my question? I'm trying to find the question. Lady C25. Here we go. Lady C25, I purchased your course last year, but really didn't get a chance to start the program. Can I still get access to the material? Of course. The purchase of the course from me is lifetime access. So if you purchased it, it's on Teachable and it's still available to you. If you have any problems accessing the material, you can reach out to customer service at help@imjthetrader.com, or you can reach out to me directly and I'll point you in the right direction if you can't get the help that you need. But the access is yours and the course is yours. You already know. We all we got. Thank y'all for pointing that out because I definitely didn't see it. Thank you. Okay. I think I got them all. I got them all. All right, then. Much love, man. You already know what it is. The clock on the wall says that's about all. I enjoyed y'all. I had a ball with boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. I got to split. Hey, do me a favor. If you're a bully, go study. But if you're not a bomb bully, do yourself, do your spouse, do your kids, do your grandkids a huge favor and become one today. Not only is it a great community, fast growing community, but what we do is make high probability, great decisions in the market every day. All right. I'll let y'all, man.